Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We are almost at the conclusion of week 9. This is the Fantasy Recap Show. I'm your host, your Shepard. To my left, possibly your right, is the Commissioner Rhino. Commissioner Rhino, I know the attention is split right now,
Yes, it is.
considering that the Rams and the Seattle Seahawks are in overtime right now. My lord, were we calling for JSN basically all week, considering that DK Metcalf was from the get-go trending to be out, which he was,
Yeah.
of course. And the Seahawks looked like they were left for dead, and they got right back in it late. So if you are still watching that game and you are also with us, we really appreciate you. Yeah. Look, this was another great week. Yes, I know. I apologize. We had to adjust due to the fact that the Rams and the Seahawks are in overtime.
Yeah.
If it were up to me, would we have gone on? Yes. Perhaps next time in this situation, I'll have you come on.
Just blame it on me because
I'll have you come on, Sniper, while we wait for Rhino. Nevertheless. Let's get to it. I mean, look, there was some fantastic games, and there were some duds. There were some great players, and then there were some freaking zeros.
Yeah.
Anyone stand out to you? In terms of players that really, really did well. Of course, there were, again, plenty that did well, but give us one or two of your big winners if you'd like.
A surprise one, Cedric Tillman.
Cedric the Entertainer.
Six catches, 85 yards, and a touchdown. He did good. Josh Allen did good, and the Rams defense.
The Rams defense. Yeah, well, okay. No. Let's give credit.
I could say that was a surprise.
Let's give credit where credit's due. When we really make it big, like Pat McAfee status, we'll get somebody, we'll have somebody to be able to edit the clips, take the clips from last night. Then insert it into the stream now where it's you on camera stating that the Rams are a good defensive play. Here's my thing with this. Yeah, okay. For fantasy purposes, yeah, they scored a touchdown.
Saquon Barkley had a great game today too.
Yeah, Saquon had it. Well, yeah, Saquon is RB 1 or 2 on the season right now. 2 or 3. He's definitely in the top 3 of. He's doing fantastic. All that was needed was a trip down I-95 into Philadelphia for that to happen.
Who were yours?
Who were mine? Saquon's definitely one of them. Devon A-Chain is another running back that did well. I was very impressed with one particular play. It wasn't even a scoring play, but and he was stopped also, by the way. So he was stopped at the line of scrimmage, or just about the line of scrimmage, but just the way he was kind of sort of moving and patiently waiting for the blocks to develop, and the blocks didn't develop. Nevertheless, it showed wonderful patience. His vision, it indicates that he has excellent vision because he's waiting for something to occur, something to develop for him to then accelerate. If in fact those blocks would have taken place, then we possibly would have had a much better day for Devon A-Chain. Nevertheless, Devon A-Chain is again one of the top fantasy running backs that we have so far through 9. I wish I could say the same regarding another running back that's playing right now, not Kyron, but Kenny Skywalker. So that's what I wanted to say. That's what I wanted. That's what I was going to allude to.
And it's actually surprising because I know the Rams' faults on the defense and the run defense has been getting better, but I expected him to kind of go off a little bit, and they held him in check pretty good.
So yeah, the Rams they did score defensive touchdown and of course the pick. So that gets you a nice chunk of points right there. But what I was gonna say is like, look, is
7
this
sacks too.
isn't and the okay? So again, is this the dawning of the Rams like vaunted defense, or is this an indictment on the Rams freaking offense?
I think it's a little bit of both. They
I think
started.
I think
I
it's a
think
little
they
bit
made
of both too.
adjustments. They switched out one of the middle linebackers that was uh, a hindrance, and they still have issues covering the middle of the field. And I said that last night too. That's when their downfalls.
Yeah, I mean, again, like Gino looks like a deer in the headlights. I see Gino, or their cameras, show us Gino, and he looks like a deer in the headlights.
Yeah,
Like he looks off. There was a play again, the aforementioned Kenny Skywalker. He completely forced the ball. I think he was looking for JSN. Completely attempted to force the ball. He had Skywalker right there in the flat. I mean, again, it's like they just. I know he again. So right now he's thrown for 3 touchdowns. Right, three,
yeah,
two to JSN, one to Tyler Lockett. Wonderful. It just doesn't look good. How about that? Or
yeah.
something, or the play calling is not good. That this team still is not. No, they're not improved from last year, as far as I could see, as far as I could tell.
Well,
They're just not.
um, sorry. They it's all with Seattle. I have to watch myself sometimes because I have a different name for them. They with the college offensive coordinator coming in and being offensive coordinator, they're still trying to figure all that out. I think that's a hard adjustment from college to pro. I don't think
Possible.
they I don't think they have an identity really.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that's if you don't have an identity, then you're just all over the damn place.
Yes. That's a perfect way of
Yeah.
putting it. They don't know what their identity is. They want to be a passing team. They throw the ball all over the place, or they try to force the ball into areas where you really shouldn't be. And then they also have these talented running backs, and they're not being utilized, or they're being utilized here, they're being utilized there,
Yeah.
so on and so forth. And it's not. There isn't a good identity. Now, oh, there's a typo there. But I'm gonna leave it. It really is the cow boss. Um, yeah, they lost. Oh, no surprise here. No surprise. Falcons played pretty well. Kirk threw for 3 touchdowns.
Bijan
Um,
had himself in game. Drake London's hurt.
Drake London's hurt
I think
with
he's
a
a hip injury
hip.
from what I've read. And then Dak Prescott got hurt in this game. But
Well,
I will give credit where credit's due here, and I am not a big Rico Suave fan, but
Rico.
he seems to be playing better. He had a pretty good game today. CD Lamb's hurt. They're saying what I read sprained AC joint. So that's if he's out for a little bit, that's going to hurt them even more. Oh damn, 4th and 1. Um, but yeah,
it's not. But it's not. Yeah. The AC joint. Now, remember, we had an AC joint
That was Jordan Mason,
with
right?
Jordan Mason. It's not necessarily like a real severe type of injury. Again, I don't want to get too
No,
nuanced with it because I'm not the medical professional to
no,
get
we'll
nuanced.
leave those to the experts. You know,
However, so like yeah, it's more like a pain tolerance type of deal, from my understanding. Would the running back endure more of a toll on it because of like the nature of him running into defenders and tacklers versus someone that plays a little bit more in open space. um I mean, again, like they're not necessarily brought down like that. I mean, it's, I don't know, again, I don't want to speculate.
roster.
I don't know if CD Lamb will necessarily miss time
But
if he does.
sorry to interrupt, but first they just stopped him on 4th and 1. But now
Who's they?
the
Who's
AC joint's up in here, right? So the
Yeah.
receiver's going up to catch. That's going to hurt more because running back is running the ball like this. So we have to reach up. So it might hinder him a little bit more. And I'm not sure which shoulder it is, dominant side or not. We'll just have to. We'll see when we.
I don't know. I don't know either, to be honest. Yeah, sniper is just throwing all of the plays that we recommended out there for the taking, for the feasting. One being, yeah, Judy, blah blah blah. Ray was good.
That's because Drake London got hurt. That's why.
Ray was good. Let me tell you something about Judy, by the way. Okay. He was the intended target on a Jameis interception.
Yeah.
So we kind of like, kind of sort of like had like the inclination that, yeah, okay, like we were going to get a little bit of Jerry, but he threw a pick. And then he threw another pick, and then he threw another pick. He threw 3 picks. So this was no surprise there, by the way. No surprise.
No.
we also unequivocally all over yesterday's show recommended the Chargers, the one team that was going to be able to travel and play defense.
Yeah.
But
and
yeah,
with the Chargers, their passing game is starting to heat up some.
Yeah.
Their passing game. And who would have thought that Quentin Johnson would be relevant after last year? So is it more the coaching and pumping him up and giving him the
well, let me tell
confidence in himself?
well, it's definitely that. But just to backtrack just a tiny smidge bit, who thought Quentin Johnson was going to be relevant? There were people that thought Quentin Johnson was going to be relevant. This is his second season. It's his second season in the league, and combine that part, the fact that he's still brand spanking new in the league, with new coaching, a renewed confidence, if you will. It showed up earlier in the year.
Yeah.
And then the injury bug hit him a little bit. But now, yeah. I mean, look, it doesn't surprise me that Quentin scored. It doesn't surprise me that Josh Palmer scored. It doesn't surprise me that Ladd McConkey didn't score. I think the Chargers are going to look to hit the open man. That's what they're going to do. They're going to exploit matches. They're going to hit the open man. J.K. Dobbins impressed me today. Totally impressed me. Like 15 carries, if I'm not mistaken, maybe less. Under 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. Sniper. J.K. Dobbins, 2 touchdowns. And the Rams won.
Yes, they did. Freaking beautiful throw to Demarcus Robinson, who, if well, we'll talk about that if he's out there.
Demarcus Robinson scored earlier, right?
Yeah, and that's his 2 weeks in a row that he's had 2 touchdowns. So he's had 4 touchdowns in the last 2 games. Woo! Okay,
The Rams now move to
4-4.
4-4. And the Seahawks
A game behind the Arizona Cardinals.
Cardinals won big. Did you see earlier in that game the hail was coming through the stadium? They had to close the
I
roof.
thought I saw that, but I thought I was seeing things.
They closed the roof, so at least they know that thing works.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marvin Harrison. Again, he's a rookie. Look at how Malik Neighbors has cooled off. Another rookie.
Yeah.
Marvin Harrison didn't have a good game. Trey McBride. Don't you have Trey McBride?
Yeah.
No, not you.
Oh. Well, you're looking at me and talking to me.
I'm also looking at the sniper.
Oh.
No, yeah, no, I have Trey. Yeah, I have Trey McBride also. I have Trey McBride. I also have Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray. You know that Trey McBride did not catch the touchdown from Kyler Murray. Like of all things, it's like a sweep with the tight end. They had to figure out a way to get this dude into the end zone, and it worked. It definitely worked. The Bears did not look good at all.
No.
Talking about holding ourselves accountable, Rhino. I'm pretty sure that we called for DJ Moore several times yesterday and Friday, for that matter, considering we have now the lineup show. Lineup advice is on Friday, by the way, folks. That's at 8 o'clock. Starting 6 on Saturday. That's at 8 o'clock. So, yeah. We definitely called for DJ Moore. There wasn't a DeAndre Swift, and none of them had a good game. No Bears, not Cole Kmet.
That's surprising because Arizona's pass defense is in the bottom half, or actually the bottom probably.
Well,
maybe. Yeah, they're in the bottom half easily. So and part of it, I don't know. A lot of people think it's Alex Van Pelt as the OC that's holding them back a little bit.
Holding who back?
The offense back, but I don't see that. Just Caleb Williams, just I don't know. It's hard. It seems to me from watching, because I watched the four screen thing on the Sunday Tick on YouTube TV. So watching that, it looked like Caleb Williams was running around a lot. So their offensive line is not good, and that doesn't help either.
Yeah, wait, I'm trying to get up here my rankings for defense. I don't necessarily need to see rankings for offense. I could see that with my own eyes.
Yeah.
Defense is a little bit trickier. Arizona's pass defense is ranked towards the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah.
They are. So, again, young team, rookie quarterback, rookie wide receiver. Yeah, rookie wide receiver on one end, aging wide receiver in Keenan Allen on another end. Tough game. Tough game for the Bears.
They're falling right now.
I don't know if it necessarily. Well, okay. Let me finish that Let me finish your sentence.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it necessarily is going to hurt them that bad if the Colts beat the Vikings. It's almost a wash, but the Lions did win and the Packers lost. So they're kind of, this is where we start seeing the teams being up on one another in the division. The Lions are running away with this thing.
How good are they? I mean, really, how are they? Do you think they're the most complete team in the NFC right now?
Right now, they are. Right now, No, the Eagles won the game, but look at how they let Jacksonville back in the game.
Yeah, they were freaking up 22-0, and then let Jacksonville
They let
back in the
Jackson.
game.
And that's at home.
Yeah,
So Jalen Hurts is. I mean, he's still getting it done, and he's still scoring a ton of points. He's QB1 again, and that's with a Joe Burrow quarterback performance of 5 touchdowns. Jalen Hurts is still quarterback one. AJ Brown hurt, but yeah, the Lions seem
AJ Brown's hurt.
the Lions are seem to be the most complete team right now.
Yeah,
Period. I don't think they really necessarily need Jared Goff to throw 5 touchdowns like like the Bengals need Joe Burrow to throw 5 touchdowns. There's a big difference right there.
Sniper Mill's killing me, man. Killing me in the comments.
she's giving me the night off. Then that's what that is. Then she's taking mercy on me. And no, not that mercy. What else we got here? What else? Smoke. Okay, that's what I wanted to say. AJ Brown.
Hurt.
Yeah. And guess what happened?
And guess what happens? Opens up the game for Devontae Smith. It shouldn't be that way. It should not be that way.
This is why we work well together.
Yep.
Because a couple of drives later, Devontae Smith is catching 40-yard passes across the field.
Yep.
And he's jumping up with arms extended to catch touchdowns. And Devontae Smith is a wide receiver one on many football teams.
Big time.
Except for this team. The last time he was a wide receiver one for the Eagles was his rookie season and a game where AJ Brown missed last season.
Yeah.
I believe it was last season, week 17, week 18.
7 games last season, something like that.
Was it last year? Damn.
Yeah. And with AJ Brown too, you can see he heard it earlier in the game because he got up gingerly, and then it was a little bit later when he was out. So that I don't know how bad the knee injury it was. Just he was out.
What subject? What do you want to talk about? How do the Packers do? I mean, not the score. Josh Jacobs. Yeah, I mean, better days. He's kind of playing hurt.
He actually did pretty good, though.
He's kind of playing hurt, but yeah. You're going to try to tell me that this type of drizzle is going to affect a football game that much? I mean, obviously it did, but it just surprises me a little bit. It does. It definitely surprises me. And that's not something like, again, it wasn't like, should I start Jordan Love because I heard that the weather's going to be bad? It was, should I start Jordan Love over Kyler Murray because the weather's supposed to be bad and he's got a groin injury? So at least there was like a part B to should we start Jordan Love? The answer turned out to be no, we don't start Jordan Love today.
He still had almost 300 yards passing. He just couldn't
with a pick.
With a pick,
right?
Yeah.
Pick. Yeah, that's not helping anybody, even though, yes, so granted, he's put up like 280, 270, something along those lines without me actually checking. There was no touchdowns, and I'm not sure, and again, we're not sure how that groin injury or the severity of the groin injury affected this type of performance. To me, that type of weather didn't look bad.
No, but I think with the groin injury, you can't really step into the. I'm acting like I'm passing, sitting down here. You have to step into the passes and stuff, and then it's going to hurt his mobility a little bit too.
Okay.
But then there's,
so
who's number 13, Mel? He dropped a pass in the end zone. I mean, the pass was a little bit behind him, but it was a pass that was catchable.
Is that Bo Melton?
Was it?
I don't know. Bo Callahan? Oh,
I don't
damn.
think it was Wicks.
Dontavian Wicks got in the game. In any event, so yeah, you take the kind of like steady, constant drizzle that took place with a little bit of wind, so it's kind of like sideways drizzle, and then you add in a groin that's bothering you, and you get that. You get 270 yards and a pick without throwing a touchdown. That's what you get.
Now, Jacobs, 13 carries, 95 yards, 2 or 3 receptions for 13 yards. And I think it's funny because they had a stat come up that he has 859 total yards from scrimmage, the most for any Packers running back in their history in the first, whatever 9 games it is, or through 9 games. He was cooking, but I think they held him back a little bit too because he is injured. Right.
Well, now the question will be, should they have held him back? Let him heal up this week? Let him continue to heal up next week? No, it's all moot. It was a loss, that's all. No idea. It wasn't drizzle. Looked like drizzle to me.
Look,
I mean, what is it then? If it's not drizzle, what was it? Rain? Was that? I mean, rain. Okay, fine, rain. So it was rain, but it wasn't like a
downpour.
Yeah, it wasn't like a storm of rain, a rainstorm. It was like, okay, it looked calm. It looked kind of calm. I have no idea. It wasn't drizzle. I mean, like, look, I think Sniper Mel is making it out to be like we've never been outside before. Like, I may not know what it's like playing in a football game like that, but I mean, it did not look bad.
No, it didn't look bad at all.
44, 45 mile an hour winds too. It was a huge rain downpour. All right, that's okay. Look, the pack, they'll be back. The pack will be back, right, Wolf? Wolf's here. Well, Wolf is with us as always, and so is this man. For the Jaguars.
For the Jags.
Peter Parker, Washington, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna make one for Sniper, but it's got to work. It has to work. It's gonna be great. Yeah. So like, okay, it was raining. Let's get back to the other side of the ball though. Jahmyr Gibbs looked nice.
He is so smooth when he's running.
He looked nice.
And he runs with more power than I think people realize too.
Because it's fast. It's fast. That's why there's there's a lot of it's like a bullet, right? It's fast. Monty's a different type of runner. Monty's more. He doesn't have that type of explosiveness. He's not explosive, but he's more power. He's powerful also. They've got, again,
thunder and lightning, just Rhino, like D'Angelo Williams and Josh McCoy, man.
Kind of a variation. The bodies don't look quite the same, but maybe they will actually. Jahmyr Gibbs is still a baby. And David Montgomery is that is David Montgomery's body, but nevertheless, I had a question earlier today, before the games. Amon-Ra St. Brown or Josh Downs? And I said ARSB green check mark. Like there is no decision here. It's you start Amon-Ra St. Brown. Always.
Yeah.
Always.
He's a sit. You line up and sit.
Just like you always, 99% of the time, you're starting Jamar Chase.
Yeah, you leave him in.
You're starting Jamar Chase, and you have to deal with that. You have to take that on the chin when he gets 11 targets in a ball game like today, and watches Mike Gesicki score twice and Drew Sample score once. And you have to take that on the chin. But just know that maybe next week, maybe week 10 and 11, you're going to get like Jamar Chase at full force. You're going to get Jamar Chase at the absolute height ceiling, which is well over 100, which is a multi-touchdown game, which is all those targets, but 10 out of those 11 targets are catches. I mean, so yes, Amon Ra is, again, he's the byproduct of a perfect or close to perfect offensive ecosystem right now. Sam Laporta is in that ecosystem right now, just doing everything that doesn't help you for fantasy.
Yeah.
Getting out front, getting out and blocking, or making that key catch. Or when it comes time for his number to get called in the end zone where they design something up for him, they will. It just hasn't shown up yet in the box score. Plus.
Let's see. SoCal brought up the Olave in London getting hurt. So Olave, this was his third concussion.
I think it's more.
Oh, no, his fifth concussion. Is it third or fifth? I think it's his fifth concussion in 3 years. Are they going to start? And I didn't see the play, but it sounded like he got laid out pretty good because he was unconscious, from my understanding, from what I read and stuff. So when do they start talking about should he retire, like they did with Tua?
They won't. When I say they is really us, and it's not the same for some reason. It's not. I don't know why. It should be. It should be the same narrative. If you've had 4, let's say let's split the difference. Not 3, not 5. Let's say 4. I think it's 4 since 2022. I don't know about his collegiate. I don't know about his collegiate history. Nor do I really care. I know of one in 2022 as a rookie. I'm pretty sure that there was one in last season, and now there's 2 this year. That's why I'm counting 4. And yeah. I mean, look, it's a head injury. It's a head injury.
And for them to take him directly to a hospital too to get looked at, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. But is Bryce Young turning the corner for Carolina?
How did we go from? No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, I don't. Not based on what I was looking at, which was minimal. No, I don't. Dave Canales hasn't even ruled on a quarterback yet. So,
and then Jonathan Brooks is going to be playing starting next week.
He needs to be activated. Yeah. I think he will be. Now from there, it would be kind of like, I guess, like a ramp up. Not so much like the Nick Chubb type of ramp up. Like we're talking about something different. Because look, like the Chuba Hubbard's playing. Chuba Hubbard's playing well. That's correct. Chuba Hubbard's playing well. So I don't know why there would be based on the team and the record, there is no necessity to even rush Jonathan Brooks into any type of serious workload. That's number one. Number two, I think you want to give the kid some professional experience right now. That's what you want to do. So that's why, and based on, again, the calendar, they have to activate him to give him professional experience, but I don't believe he's just going to overtake the backfield.
No, I don't think so either.
I don't see that. I don't see that in in 9 games. I don't see that.
No.
Bryce Young threw 171 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. He completed 16 passes. That's what leads me to say no.
No. Okay.
See?
When I was watching on the side, like,
He completed 16 passes.
Okay.
That's not. I was gonna say something, but it wouldn't be very sniper like. No, it's not good. 16 for 26 against the Saints, by the way. The Saints.
I know. What happened to the Saints? They started out so damn hot.
Well, while we're here on the Panthers, Rhino, how about Jalen Coke? Sure wasn't on any coke.
In a coker?
It was more like Jalen H. 2 catches, 36 yards. Xavier Leger, for all my French-speaking goats, that would be 4 catches, 33 yards, and a tutty on 6 targets. How about this guy right here?
Sanders,
rookie sensation, Tavion Sanders, 4 catches, 87 yards on 5 targets.
I got a lot of stock on him in all the best ball leagues teams that I drafted with this year.
You're not the only one.
Yeah,
you're not the only one. So what's fascinating to me here is look how young this team is.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the hell anybody was thinking in the preseason, how the Carolina Panthers were going to be just so improved. Maybe it's because we thought that Dave Canales was just going to be able to turn Bryce Young into freaking Joe Montana overnight.
Yeah, and you're learning that he can't. I mean, if he has a veteran quarterback that just needs a couple things fixed, then it works. But with somebody like Bryce Young, it's a little bit more in depth.
On the other side of the ball, Alvin Kamara had himself a field day.
And we knew that too. We were talking about that last night. He was going to get fed.
A field day, rightfully so.
And our guy, our favorite tight end, running back, quarterback, scored a touchdown.
He stinks. We knew, but like we kind of figured that also, right?
Yeah.
We kind of figured that. Like, yeah, okay. Alvin Kamara, I'm stuck on Alvin. But this team's in trouble also.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do? I mean, Taysom Hill's not gonna be able to like replicate this consistently. Juwan Johnson didn't have a good game. Then you got this guy Cedric, another Cedric,
who's bounced around. This is his third team, fourth team.
Cedric, the non-entertainer.
Yeah,
because the other Cedric, the entertainer, is on the Browns. Foster Moreau. I mean, you got a band of tight ends here.
Yeah,
a band of them. They were already depleted without Shaheed. Tipton. I mean, well, any other guy you want to throw out there. Now Olave. So back to the Olave thing. Should he retire? Should he retire? No, he's not going to retire. Chris Olave is going to play. They will probably ice him for 4 weeks, like they did with Tua. This team is in trouble.
Do you think they're going to be sellers before the trade deadline?
It's a good question. Which piece here?
There's a lot of talk about Marshawn Lattimore.
Marshawn Lattimore, yeah. If anything, I mean that would be the asset. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think maybe Tyrone Matthew. This means needing some safety depth.
Yeah. Vote Kings. Is that somebody that's on the ballot on Tuesday? Vote Kings. Kings Classic. Kings. Kings and queens. I'm queens. I vote queens. What's up, Max Goat?
Went from up 25 to down 22 going against JSN. I need D Hop to have a huge day.
Going against JSN, Mad Max Goat. I mean, like, look, we can only control the dudes on our side of the app.
Yep.
And when you go up against a player and they go off like that, it's one of those feelings, man, that you just like you kind of like slouch in your seat, or you go for the shot glass. I mean, it's like one of those things. Yeah, it sucks. It definitely sucks.
Live and learn.
No, how could you live and learn?
With JSN, the one long touchdown that he had, and actually Lockett too, it was offsides by the Rams, and so the Rams defense like stopped, and they thought they were going to call the play, which is stupid. Keep on playing. Keep on playing. And one of the other passes that he caught was a beautiful throw by Gino, which.
Yeah, again, no, that's all. That's out of our control, though. It's out of Mad Max's control. Yeah. That's Mad Max's opponent. Now, if you want to take a look at one of my teams, Mad Max, I'll show you something that was totally in my control. And it might come back. It might come back to bite us. It might not, but it might. How about this one, Mad Max? So you're not alone, my friend.
No, I bet there's a lot of people out there that are same lines as you.
The goats. We're all in this together. Even the goats and the snipers. So I mean, we're up by a considerable amount. Look at this guy. We have a little bit of like a kooky, quirky, whatever you want to call it, type of like passing situation here with the quarterback. Nevertheless, Kenny Skywalker, what a disappointment. But let's just go down here. I made the decision this morning. I was like, you know what? Screw JSN. I'm gonna leave him on the bench. Here he is on the bench. So yeah, I benched him. We're gonna go with slot receiver tomorrow, Jalen McMillan. I don't give a crap about this. He's gonna go over this number.
Yeah.
He's gonna go over this number. We're gonna go with Jalen McMillan to offset this man tomorrow night. And we're up by, I don't know, do the math.
25.
There you go. 25. Roughly, give or take, plus or minus. Anyway, yes.
And I mean, with that on that line too, Max, I sat Zay Flowers. I'm playing Kelsey and Ingram, playing Kelsey in my flex, and play Ingram. So I thought it was a better match. I didn't think Zay Flowers was going to go off like that against the Broncos secondary. And he did it. It happens.
Yeah, there's always again we like to get cute. That's how I opened it with, we like to get cute with our lineups. We all overthink it. We take a look at certain things here, certain things there in terms of matchups. Then we try to play. Okay, maybe we need to offset this, or I don't think that, and so on and so forth. So either it either hits, and you're a freaking genius goat, or or you take an L and you move on. Hopefully that your record's good enough where you could screw around like that also, by the way, or screw around the way I did. If I was 2-6, I don't know if I would have done that.
Yeah, he said he's looking at 3-6 right now. He sat Burrow and started Jaden, but that's I would have done the same thing. Well, I don't know because Raiders defense. Yeah, but Jaden's not a bad start either. So, court with things like that, it's kind of just a flip of the coin. Jaden still had two touchdowns, 285 yards passing, 35 yards rushing. So that's not a bad day. It wasn't 5 touchdowns like Burrow. Chase Brown had a good day. Chase Brown had a really good day.
Chase Brown, that was easy. You like your assets this week? I like your assets this week. I like your assets. Who's calling?
Oh, my dad.
Your dad. God bless your dad. I thought you were like 80 years old. Your father's still alive?
Yeah. He's father time.
My father's still alive. God bless him.
Yeah.
But I'm not your age either.
No.
My best ball league sucks, but my managed leagues are going well. I know they are. They are. This isn't the end of the season either, though, by the way. That goes for Mad Max as well. Mad Goat. I mean, look, it's week 9. Yeah, we're going to carry over into the 10th week on Tuesday. It's it goes by quickly, unfortunately. But even at let's say 2-6. No, it would be 2-7, right?
He said he's looking at 3-6.
3-6 is still in it. 3-6 is definitely still in it. You should try to make a trade also, folks. I know Sniper's trying to make trades. They're kind of lopsided probably, but she's trying. Gotta try to make trades, and I'm not sure how plentiful the waiver wire will be this week. I don't really see it being very plentiful at all, as a matter of fact.
No.
Just right off the top of my head in a split second, that there's probably really not much to grab off of it that could help. You could probably drop. You're gonna drop Jalen Coker. You could probably drop. You're probably gonna want to drop. I don't know. Let me go back over here. I was gonna. You're not gonna do that if you've picked up Bo Nix. I think you're gonna maybe want to hold on to him still.
Yeah, I'd hold on to Bo Nix.
You got to start also, folks. You have to start planning for week 12, and then 2 weeks after that, week 14, because these are some serious bye weeks. Serious. Several teams.
6-6 in both weeks, right? Yeah, those are.
If you're in a 10-team league with, let's say, Saquon, Alvin Kamara, who you probably got in the dead zone, and let's say you're working with like one other like solid running back, and Javonte, who you drafted late, would you drop Javonte?
Yeah.
If you had or look to trade Javonte?
I'd look to trade first.
To maybe upgrade at wide receiver?
Yeah, I always look to trade first.
Now, again, it wasn't like it was the easiest matchup in the world for the Broncos. We thought that it was going to be tough on the Broncos to go into Baltimore.
Yeah.
Even passing the ball against that pass funnel, it was going to be difficult. But yeah, Javonte, 12 carries, 42 yards. Bo Nix accounted for 6 carries on 36. Ojek Estime had 5 carries for 35. Jaleel McLaughlin, 5 carries for 10 yards. So, like, collectively, between 4 of these dudes, they went over 100 yards, but not one. I mean, look how many. 4 dudes, 4 guys, including the quarterback, accounted for 18, 23, and 5 would be 28. 28 carries between 4 guys.
Yeah.
That's disaster.
Big time.
Disaster. Bo Nix, as we just said, he rushed for 36 yards. 36 yards, got you 223 through the air, but a pick. And the lone touchdown passer, ladies and gentlemen, Cortland Sutton. Cortland Sutton.
Yeah, you called that last night a couple of times, if I remember right.
Wherever we had to. It was a Cortland Sutton day.
Yeah.
I didn't think I not for the life of me would I have predicted him throwing a touchdown. No, absolutely not. Just like coming back on Sunday evenings to give you guys shit on your calls.
And we appreciate that.
What about the good ones?
They don't remember the good, they just remember the bad ones.
How about some credit? It's okay. You could give us shit. You could give us shit on the calls. Ooh, look at that.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold, ladies and gentlemen, doing Sam Darnold ghost things. Yeah. Everyone had their pom-poms out. Week 1, week 2, week 4. And then things started to look a little bit differently now, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Just like, yeah, I read that one. I still have a few players left to play. Who do you have left? Let me try to guess. That's impossible. That's impossible to guess, considering the amount of teams that the sniper has. Yeah. Rhino, who else like had a really, really good performance or a really, really bad performance this week that we have not covered yet?
I got to do something here.
You got to do something?
Yeah, let's
Oh my Lord. What's going on there? Is that the Sam Darnold?
No, I gotta talk about. I gotta fix the damn focus here. Let's talk about the Raiders, huh? Clown out Getsy, can't freaking call plays. Desmond Ridder coming in at quarterback because Gardner Minshew can't throw a damn ball. Good God Almighty, they're just a freaking hot mess. And they're saying they're not going to be sellers at freaking trade deadline. That's just stupid. Be sellers, get draft picks, reload, pull your heads out your asses, and do something. God, year after damn year, same damn thing. Same damn thing. And that's my soapbox.
That's fantastic. I'm glad that you didn't warn me of that either, because I'm not sure how I would have taken to it, but nevertheless, well played. Yeah, that team is a freaking dumpster fire.
It is.
Absolute dumpster fire. It's almost a shame, but it's not, because it's kind of like I feel like I can't imagine them not caring, but at the same time, yeah, you get rid of Devontae Adams for nothing.
Max Crosby went off. He went off.
I wouldn't what? Why in the world would that dude want to stay on that team? Brock Bowers is stuck there for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah, Desmond Ridder came in for Gardner Minshew.
How bad does that have to be? How bad does that have to be?
It has to be bad.
God.
Bad.
Oh, I had high hopes, man. I had such high hopes.
Matt, let me ask you this crazy. Let me ask you this crazy question. imagine Desmond Ritter, okay, going in the game because Gardner Minshew was benched, and Desmond Ritter gets hurt. Now Aiden O'Connell is hurt.
I think
They would have
Jacoby
to go
Myers
out.
is
They
good.
would have to go out onto the market to get a quarterback.
Yeah.
That's how this franchise is being ran right now.
It's ridiculous. God. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Ooh,
And I can't.
Worryable. You want to see worryable? I can show you worryable. No, the rate again. Zamir White, week 9. Zamir White.
At least he scored a touchdown, but that's about the only thing he did good. Just a hot freaking mess, man. Hot mess.
Let me let everybody in on a little secret. Besides the worryable, Husot's dogs sitting at 5-3. Everyone thinks that like the championship pedigree of Tom Brady now being a minority owner is supposed to fix things, change things. There's no real operational say in the matter. He's an investor. He's not in like a front office. He doesn't work with the general manager or anything like that. He doesn't work for anyone.
Yeah.
He works for Fox.
Yep.
He's an investor. He's a minority owner. That's just some stake in the team, some shares. They're letting the owners, the actual principal owners, approve minority owners, so they could just pull capital. They could pull capital out of the transaction.
Yeah, that's all. And just for.
That's it. It's a
dog and pony show. That's what it is.
I'm pretty sure, like even Tom Brady came out and said, "Look, I will be there if they ever have any questions, or if I could lend any." Like, what the fuck? What does he know about running a team? Like, he knows how to win on the field.
Yeah.
He doesn't. That's why it's like everyone thinks like Tom Brady. Tom Brady's not there to all of a sudden like take this team and turn it into like a Super Bowl contender.
He's gonna go scout talent. He's gonna go look at college games and
no,
he's not.
No, not at all. Look at Jaden Daniels. Look at Josh Jacobs, 15.10. Chase. Look at Chase. My other Chase. So here's I did play Keon here. I'll show you who I bench sniper. Marv, look at this game. My God, CD played against Garrett. See, can't do anything about this type of stuff. Brock, this is like a team of all rookies.
Yeah.
Besides CD. Malik, Oh, I played Cole. I played a second tight end here.
Dak. You did?
I did. I wanted to bench. Well, he was definitely being benched. Jalen's on the bye. I picked up Sterling a week or two ago. And I sat Christian. 5-3. So I played Cole Kmet. Yeah, he's done all right for me. Bowers has done well.
Yeah.
Bowers doing well. Nick scored me 1979 flex. But that's in the Scott Fish Bowl, where you didn't lose anything for the pick. Right. Not to say that it's bad. That's a good thing. But like if this was a regular league or a regular, let's say it would have been worryable here, where you would have lost points. Then that 1979 becomes like a 17-point game, which is still not bad. Bo Nix didn't have. You just said Bo Nix didn't have a bad game. He just wasn't going to have a smash start in Baltimore, even against that secondary. That's what we were saying. He's a rookie quarterback, although he's playing very well within the confines of this Sean Payton offense. this was still not the best spot for him. That's all we were saying. Miss.
He had a few overthrows, but he'll get it. He's gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine.
Yeah, no, and yes, I think more than fine. I think he looks like as if like he could really be like a Pro Bowl caliber type of quarterback. Certainly not this season, but if he continues on the trajectory, as he, develops more or, learns more of the playbook, see what works for them, what doesn't work for them. Maybe they bring in some more help, obviously, at other skill positions.
A good running game.
Yes. Absolutely. 4 minutes left in the first. Jordan Addison, 16 receptions, 238 yards, and 1 touchdown on the season. And that's with missing 2 games. I'm not high on Jordan Addison. It wasn't last year. Certainly wasn't this year. I'm just not big. I'm not sold on anyone that's playing alongside of Justin Jefferson. I'm just not. I'm not sold on T. Higgins.
Yeah.
He plays alongside Jamar Chase. I'm not sold on these dudes. Lamar Clowns freak me out and give me nightmares. 8:44. Clowns freak me out and give me nightmares. Well, Rhino, if there's an issue,
call Tyrone.
Better call Tyrone. I think Sniper might be old enough to remember that song. I think so anyway. Might be. Erica Badu, call Tyrone.
Just saw that Eric All, the rookie tight end from Browns, their fear they tore the ACL in the game today.
Really?
Yep.
Another look. Is that why Mike Gesicki and Sample? I mean,
yeah.
I get why Gesicki, but I guess maybe that's why Sample was on the field also.
Yeah.
I didn't piece that together. Eric All may have torn his ACL, so that's not good because like this dude is already coming into the league with a injury history.
Yep.
Yeah, look, no one said that this game was easy. No one said that this was a regular 9 to 5. It's not. It's kind of sort of violent. Kind of sort of. It was not tight end weekend, Sniper. It wasn't.
Nope.
We should make a note of that though. We should make a note of that next year, late October, there's some fake holiday called National Tight Ends Day.
Yeah. That's the day they get fed.
Right. So it's not like the fake holiday Halloween where that could fall out on any day of the week.
Yeah.
National Tight Ends Day will fall out on a Sunday. We will know this ahead of time. We'll be on top of this. All right, 1 minute and 35 left in the first quarter. We will wrap up, Sniper, at the conclusion of the first quarter. Appreciate you always, dear.
Yes, sir.
We'll be back on Tuesday. I believe, 7 o'clock on Tuesday for Week 10 waivers. Whatever waivers there are, we'll pick a few of them just to present, just to throw them out there. Maybe some streamers, if there are buys next week, which I believe there are.
Yeah.
So you might need to stream defense. You might need to stream a tight end. Who's on the buy?
Raiders.
Not losing anybody.
Nope.
Except for Bowers. Jacoby Myers. We speak about Jacoby? The law firm of Jacoby Myers?
Yeah. All right.
I really don't think it matters that he isn't. Well, Sniper must be behind this, right? I really don't think it matters that he's invested. It doesn't matter. It does not matter, dear. Sniper must be behind this. I am the owner of the Packers, but I don't gain any capital. Well, that's a much different situation. Much different situation.
All right. Call it a night then.
The Raiders aren't necessarily they're not a public company like the Packers are a public company.
Should be.
And the citizens of Green Bay are able to have shares or get dividends in the business's profits. I think that's how it works in this situation. Rhino, great week 9.
Yep.
Sniper, be good, be well. Appreciate you. We will be back.
Humans.
We will be back on Tuesday, folks. Thank you very much. Let's get to this part over here that I can never seem to get to. It's a motherfucker. Boom. Good night, guys.
I'll be right back. I got